Hi friends, welcome back. Very good morning. So last class we have seen that how to download and install the Java and how to open that Eclipse, how to create a project and package with some standards. We have seen that. Let's recap that creating project package. Then we'll continue with the Java class and Java interface. Okay, let's try to create a new project like file, new. If Java project option is not coming, simply you click on project. Otherwise, Java project is that means directly we can click on that. Okay. If not means click on project. There you select the Java project and click on next button. Here we give that project name. Number project number. See the workspace is like C users Dell Eclipse workspace, and this is the project we created. And for every project you create, Java libraries are going to be associated. By default, 8 is selected means because I have installed 8 version in my system. That's why by default taking as a 8. And if you have 8, 9, 10, which is recently you added, that version will be highlighting here. If you want to change, you can change here like this. Okay. So just click on finish. Here, November 2020 batch project is created. So in this, the default files, the default folders will be generating like Java libraries and SRC folder. These two things will be coming by default. So these are the Java libraries, 8 libraries, and this SRC folder. Down to the project, we'll be creating the packages. Just right click on your project, new package. The standards in creating the package, the first thumb rule is every package name usually starts with a lowercase, and it should be a dotted structure, and starting package name should be maintainable by the company domain name. It's easy to understand, right? And make a uniqueness. Suppose you're working with HDFC, hdfc.com is a domain name. Reverse that, com.hdfc. That's everyone sees that, oh, you're working for HDFC. In that, loans is the main module. In this, car loans is the sub module. How simple to understand? Like this, I can have many packages to create under this project. So if you want to create one more package, again, click on existing package, new package. Just simple with you, whatever you want. Home loans, you want a package, home loans. So internally, the package following this dotted structure standard internally represents subfolders. Com is one folder, HDFC is one subfolder, loans is one subfolder. Under this, car loans, home loans will be there. So all the car loans related functionalities will be defining under this package. All the home loans related functionalities I'll be defining under this package like this. Yeah. Now let's try to create a Java class. Let's try to create a Java class. If you want to create could you please remove the control panel at the right? Hello.
So the go to control. Okay, that was not on.
It is
okay, that was not
system,
on.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is your system.
Sorry.
I'm shocking. What the control I need to move right side. Fine. Okay, now let's try to create a Java class. Package is collection of classes and interfaces. Friends, the official website, if you want to see that Java 8 API documentation, Java 8 API, if you search with that, just click on this. See friends, any package if I create, suppose if I clicking on java.io package. So all the IO means input output related classes interfaces will be defining under this package java.io. Here all the group of interface of IO and group of classes of the IO. Buffer input stream, buffer output stream, buffer reader, buffer writer, like this. All reading writing classes and interfaces will be come under this package as category. Okay, fine. See, if you want to create a class, see the standard buffer input stream. How many words are there? 3 words are there. Every word starting character is the uppercase. Buffered B caps, input I caps, stream S caps. Even buffered reader two words are there. Buffered B caps, Either R caps.
It's a
Even
camel
for-
case.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Ravi, I was telling this is like a camel case, right?
Yes. Yes. How many words you want to frame as a class or interface doesn't matter. But every word starting character must be the uppercase. Okay. Even for creating interface also, see your data input, data D caps, input I caps. Okay. So we have to follow standards and to create the class and interface. Let's do that. So right click on your package. In which package you want to create a class or interface? Right click on that package. New class. See if I give the lowercase something, any character lowercase. What is saying? No error, but simple gives a warning. The type name is discouraged by convention. Java type name usually starts with a uppercase. So I was spreading first F caps, C caps like this. Next, the modifier, access modifiers for every class, the default modifier will be the public access modifier. What is the access modifier? How many types of access modifiers we'll discuss in the coming sessions. For time being, by default, when we create a class, the default access modifier will be the public. This is the user defined class. Even predefined class also, default modifier is a public only. See here, if I click any of the class buffer input stream, see what is the access modifier for this class? Public or not? Any class you click on console class. What is the default access modifier for this? Public. So for any predefined classes, access is public. Even you created classes also default modifier is a public. And next, super class. For every class you create, either predefined or user defined, super class is always be the object class. Super class is always be the object class for user defined or predefined. See here, if I click, if I am in a console class, who is the super class for console? Object or not? Click on buffer input stream class. Who is super class for buffer input stream? Object class or not? Above the object, nothing is there. Object is a box. Is there in the java.lang package. Here in the java.lang package, there is a class called object class, that is super. Nothing is there above the object. Object is a king for all the classes. Okay, it rules the on the classes. Okay, fine. So for if you create any class, the default access modifier is the public. The default super class is the object class. And for every Java class you create, the execution starts from the main method. So where public static void main string args. Without this main method, we cannot run any programs. Check this checkbox and just click on finish. Any class, if you want to execute, main method is a must. See friends. So class, first class, and this is the open close curly bracket of the class. Inside the class, we have a method, public static void main string args. If you could like to execute this program, just click on run. Nothing will happen because no statements were there inside this main method. If you want to print something, so in C language we have a printf. In C++ we have a cout. In Python we have a print. But in Java we have a system.out.println. System.out.println. So friends, the Java is providing a smart work. No need to hard work in typing completely like system.out.println. A shortcut, in every word 3 characters you type, or means system sys out out, just to give control space. That's it. Automatically came, right? System.out.println. In every word 3 characters we need to type, friends, without any spaces. Let me show you once. In system sys out out, just to give control space without giving any spaces. That's it. Okay. In this, it system.out.println takes a string argument. In double quotes, it gives some message like this. And save this program, save, and just run this program. See friends, hi message is coming, right? Yes. Like this. Can I create more than one Java classes in my package? Means yes, I can create. See the document. See in one package, how many classes are there? In java.lang package, so many classes are defined. Like wait, you can also create n number of Java classes. Let's right click on the package, new class. Let's give like default modifier is public. and superclass is object class. Friends, I was not selecting main method and I was clicking on finish. Let's see what happens. No main method will be there in the class. If I execute this class, what could be the output, friends? Come on. If I execute this, what is the output?
Error will come, I think.
Sorry?
Error will come, error.
Error will come. Okay, let's see that. For kind information, error is not coming. It is giving the output of the previous class executed statements. High is coming for first class, right? We printed for first class. That the output is coming here. So which means your conclusion, for every class we must have a main method. Understood? To execute any particular class, main method is a must. Okay, na? So friends, if I want main method in this class means do I need to type complete statement, public, static, void, main, string, args? The complete thing we have to type? Not required. Simple. The name of the method is what? Main. Main is a method name. So just simple type main, control space, double click. See, automatically structure comes. If you not selected their checkbox main method, simple. The method name of the main is the main. Just to give control space. That's it. The method comes. Okay, na? So if you run this program, of course, previous output will not come because it has a main method with no statements to print. Now, if you want to print something in the second class, in the main method, just give the statement system.out.println as shortcut SYSOUT control space. Run this program. See friends, how else came right? Is everyone clear? Okay, now?
No, Ravi, one question I have. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, for the second class, if main method is not there, then why take the input of the previous class?
Yeah, in
Means,
the buffer, what is executed earlier? That output is coming.
okay.
Okay, if the current class you are executing without main method, it is giving the output of the last executed console. What is the output is that is coming. Okay, the meaning is like I concluded here, for every class you must have a main method. Getting? To run the current class statements, you must have a main method. Got it? See, if you're having two buses, every bus have its own engine, right? Huh? Every bus must have own engine. Every bus must have a main method to execute that class. Okay? Yeah. Now let's talk about what is a class detailing. So before talking about what is a class, you must know one small example for your better understanding. Suppose if you want to construct a building, so we must have a building plan, right? You must have a building plan. What building plan describes? It describes various rooms measurements. Like suppose client is asking, Ravi, I want to construct double bedroom. I'm having 200 square yards of land. In that 200 square yards of land, I want to construct double bedroom. He came and asked the architecture. Yes, architecture started developing a framework in a piece of paper. For 200 square yards, how much area it comes for construction, like master bedroom, this much measurement, children bedroom, this much measurement, kitchen, this much measurement, like this various rooms measurements, the architecture is planning in a piece of paper. Does that building plan has a state? No. The piece of paper which have a plan of that various rooms measurements, it don't have any state. We cannot go and sleep on the piece of paper if I'm feeling sleepy, right? Yeah. How can I give the state for that building plan? How can I give the state for that building plan? Means while purchasing building blocks. According to the plan, we are purchasing these many tons of sand, these many tons of cement, these many liters of what we call paints, sand, bricks, all these things, building blocks we are purchasing. According to the plan you have designed, I was purchasing the building blocks. With the help of that building blocks only, I am executing that plan in constructing in a real world, right? Then only that building has a state. We are executing that plan with the help of the building blocks. Getting? Yes. The same way, what is a class means? Class is a plan or a template or a blueprint. Like how the building plan, like this class also, it's a plan. So building plan means we are planning something, various rooms, measurements, like same way. Class is a plan means as template means which we have to plan something inside that class. Okay, what I have to plan inside the class? Yes, before we have to plan some data and operations. We have to plan some data and operations. For example, if you want to develop any application, we require two things, friends. We require two things if you want to develop any application. So one is the data and second is operations. Without data, I cannot operate, right? Suppose you have a bank account. You want to know your bank information. You're going to the banker and asking, banker, will you please provide my bank information? What banker is asking? He's asking the input data. Tell me your ID. Tell me your bank ID. Yes, I can definitely provide your status of your account. Yes, data is required, right? Without data, we cannot process the operations. So data and operations are mandated for any kind of application you develop. So what we have to plan inside the class means here we have to plan some data and some on operations. You have to plan data and operations. As terminology, data is called as a properties. As terminology, operations we call as a methods. So what we have to plan inside the class? We have to plan some set of properties and some set of behaviors. We have to plan inside the class. Like how the architecture has planned some various rooms measurements as per the client requirement. So here also inside the Java class, we have to plan some properties and some behaviors. How do I know these many properties, these many behaviors I need to plan inside my class? Client will say, friends, client will have a requirement. Hey Ravi, I want to do some calculations. Oh, what type of calculations? I want to do addition, I want to do subtraction. Two operations I need to handle in this class. So if you want to do this addition subtraction operations, I require some input data. Minimum 2 input and 1 output variable to store the results. So 3 properties and 2 behaviors we must plan inside the class. Okay. So properties are integer type, int x equal to some 10, y equals some 20, and result is for to store that x plus y or x minus y. These are called data properties. 3 properties I plan and 2 behaviors I would like to plan here. Okay. Okay, we give return type void and you like method name as an add. This is the structure for the method. Void subtraction per sub. I was giving one method. Here I was doing the addition operation. Here I was doing that subtraction operation. Here these are the behaviors, methods or behaviors we can call. Okay. Now here I was doing addition operation. X plus y. I was printing the result. Sys out addition of A and B is concatenation. You may have it doubt. Now you are saying here is a plus is a addition. You are saying here as a concatenation. What is the difference? Friends, now see here. So here x and y variables data type is what? What is the data type for this x and y? Integer or not? Right? When plus operator is used between two number systems, two number systems means it can be both as an integer or both can be the float type or one integer or float, whatever, doesn't matter. Everything is number system with the decimal system, without decimal points. Everything it has a number systems. So when we are using the plus operator between two number systems, then it does the addition. Okay, now here this result is a integer type number system. This is not a number system, it's a string. Anything is represented in double quotes, it treat as a string. This is a string type, this is not number system, this is the number type. When two different data types between plus is there means it does the concatenation. Understood, friends? When between two number systems having a plus, it does the addition. When two different data types between plus is there means it does the concatenation. Got it? Now let's do operation for subtraction. Result equals x minus y. Let's print that result. Subtraction of A and B is concatenation result. Now friends, I have planned some set of properties and two behaviors. 3 properties and 2 behaviors I have planned according to the requirement. Now, how can I execute this? Friends, if I run this program, what is the output? Come on. If I run this program, what could be the output? I have planned. Sorry, hello is coming.
Nothing will come.
Yeah. Hello is coming.
Yeah, hello is coming.
Hello is coming. So friends, we have just planned some properties behaviors, like how we have planned some various rooms measurements in a piece of paper. The same way we have planned some properties behaviors inside the class. So we don't have any state. We have to give the state. We have to access them. Friends, in an architecture plan, how we have executed that plan? While purchasing building blocks. With the help of the building blocks, we have executed that plan. Anyway, if you want to execute this plan,
So you have to call this in the main method.
Sorry?
Yeah, you have to call this in main method, right?
Yes, we have to call them in main method. So while creating class object creation. So how we execute that building plan? While purchasing building blocks. With the help of the building blocks only, we are executing that building plan in a real world, in constructing with the building blocks. The same way, if you want to execute this planned properties and behaviors, means through class object creation only it's possible. Okay now? So let's create an object for this class. Class name is second class. So how I create object? New second class of is called as an object. This is object. I'm storing into one variable as reference variable. So any name we can use that, or which is something. I'm storing into what type of the same class type. See, let me explain. Friends, here, suppose here I'm int a, some int a equal to some 100 I have given, friends. Here 100 is called as an object. 100 is called as object where I am storing into one variable a. What is the type of this a? Integer. Because why? This is an integer value, the integer object. The data type of this a is a int. The same way here. For this class I am creating the object new second class of is an object. Like 100 how we call object, this new second class of is called as an object. Where I am storing this 100 object into a variable. Here where I am storing this object into one reference variable obj. This is of what type? What object I am storing? Class type object. So you have type same class type. Understood, friends? Then like this, we are getting the class object creation. Okay. So with this class, with the class reference variable, I will access all the here properties and behaviors. Result, x, y, add method, sub method, all are coming from second class or not? Second class, second class, second class, second class. Got it, friends? Obj dot sub. Getting it? See, if you run this program, now we can get hello and addition of a and b 30, subtraction of a and b is minus 10. Understood, friends? Is everyone clear? So we are planning inside the class properties and behaviors. How can we access them? Means with the class object creation. Where do we create class object creation? In the main method. Create a class object with the class reference variable. We can access all the properties and behaviors of the class. Let's have a question now. What is a class? Means class is a plan, template, or a blueprint, anything we can say. Next, what class plan describes? What class plan contains? Yes, class plan contains some set of properties and some set of behaviors we are planning inside that class. Next question, what kind of behaviors? What kind of these behaviors? We can say concrete behaviors. These behaviors we call as a concrete behavior. What is the concrete behavior? The behavior which is having some body, like open close curly brackets, which is having some body. Where body is there means where we can give some implementation logic. So these kind of behaviors, the behavior which is having some open close curly brackets is called as a body, which having some body. This type of methods we call This kind of behaviors we call concrete behaviors. Where the next concept I'll talk interface, those behaviors we call as abstract behaviors. They don't have any body, friends. Okay, na? The behavior which is having a body like this kind of behaviors we call concrete behaviors. Okay, the class describes properties and behaviors of type concrete behaviors. Now, how can I access this class planned properties and behaviors? Through class object creation. Yeah, what is the syntax for creating object? New class name of, I'm storing into one reference variable of type the same class name. Through this class reference variable, I can access whatever I have planned inside the class. I can access through this class reference variable. Next question. Can I create more than one class objects per single class? The same example resembled in the building plan. Friends, I have one building plan. I can execute the same building plan in constructing multiple villas or not?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
right.
Railway colony.
Yes. So we have a plan, villa plan. The same villa plan I can execute for 60 villas to construct. But for every villa to construct, we have to purchase a building blocks, right? Same way, yes. Class also, for single class we can create n number of class objects. Class is collection of objects. Yes, for one class we can have many class objects. Here, second class. So obj1 equals new second class. obj1 dot. See friends, everything we can access. Result x, y, add whatever you want. Class is collection of objects. We can have multiple objects we can create. We can create a number of objects. See. Alright friends, for single class we can create a number of objects. Friends, here see. So friends, here x equal to 10, y equal 20. All are integer type. Where I stored integer one time, right? What friends? X is the object 10, y is a storing object 20. All these are integer type, right? That's why one time I have given like this. Here I have given multiple times, right? This second class object I was storing into one variable obj. Again, same second class object I was storing into the obj1 like this. Instead of declaring these many times, we can do one thing. Second class obj. Okay, fine. So got it, friends? Everyone is clear about the class? What is a class means? Class is a plan or template which we can plan some set of properties and behaviors. What type of behaviors means? It's a concrete behaviors. How can we access planned properties and behaviors means? While creating class object creation in a main method with the class reference variable, I can access whatever I have planned inside the class. Everything I can access through this class reference variable. So hope everyone is clear about the class concept. Shall I move to the interface? Yeah. So let's try to create an interface. Creating interface, the standard same like as a class. Okay, how many words you want to make as an interface name? That many words you can frame it, but every word starting character must be the uppercase. Let's right click on your package, new interface. So let's give Reserve Bank of India RBI. Okay, one second. RBI. So if you give lowercase, it gives the warning. Okay, RBI. Friends, the default access modifier for the interface is the public, and there is no superclass for this interface, and even there is no main method checkbox option also. Notice friends, per class we have superclass as a Java and main method checkbox is there, but these two are not available in this interface. Okay, just default modifier is there. That's it. Finish. We can differentiate interface as giving as a I in the top right corners here. Yes. Here we can see the interface keyword comes for interfaces. For classes, we can see the class keyword. Okay, fine. What is an interface? So best example to understand. So if you want to, if you are taking online sessions, with what interface you are taking the classes means laptops. Laptop is interface where user interacts. Okay, laptops or desktops. So how I am connecting to the class means with using the service GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting is a service, friends. Where interface is what? ADM, sorry, laptop is a interface. In that laptop interface, we are utilizing the service called GoToMeeting. Then only we are taking the classes. One more example. If you want to draw the money, where you go to the ADM interface. ADM is an interface where user interacts. It's called interface. So in that ADM, if you want to draw the money, what service we click? Withdrawal service. If you want to deposit something, deposit service. If you want to get the mini statement, like these, all the services in the ADM interface. Okay. As we can say that meaning interface. Okay, once again, how can we say that? Okay, fine. See, friends, we are meant for to take the money only. We are not meant for to get the behind the logic of the services withdrawal deposit, right? We want to draw the money means we go in front of ATM interface. We are clicking on the service called withdrawal. We are not bothering about to get the behind the logic of the withdrawal. Only we are bothered about to get the money after clicking on the service withdrawal, right, friends? So once you click on the service withdrawal in the ATM interface, then it is the withdrawal service is invoking some other implementing class in the server and executing that withdrawal statements and giving back cash to you in your interface. Getting it? So where we can say interface hiding implementation details while exposing service names is called interface. See, ADM is the best example. Hiding the implementing or implementation is or not. Withdrawal, deposit, and you see that implementation no, only provides the services only. So hiding the implementation details while exposing service names is called as an interface. Best example to understand. Yes, ADM is the best example for that. Okay, let's come inside the interface. What interface describes? What interface contains? Friends, interface contains properties and behaviors. Properties and behaviors. So int x equal to sum 10. Properties and behaviors. So let's view void withdrawal. Friends, it is not taking this behavior. See, friends, the beauty of the Java is if you find any error while writing the code, make sure where the error is coming, just mouse over and see what is the error type. And down we can see 3 quick fixes are available. Of seeing the error message, you can also take a chance to fix that error. See here, friends, see the error message and tell me here. Abstract method do not specify a body. Friends, what kind of behaviors in the interface provides means 100% abstract methods. Concrete methods will not support in the interface. Where Java class contains properties and behaviors of type concrete behaviors. Where in the interface, it describes properties and behaviors. What type of behaviors? Abstract behaviors. Abstract behaviors don't have a body. Now tell me, what quick fix can I take here? Among these three. Come on, friends.
Remove method body.
Remove method body. Abstract method do not specify a body means, so just remove the body. This is called abstract methods. So interface describes 100% abstract method. Method name ends with semicolon. That's it called abstract method. Abstract behavior, whatever it was. So can I access these properties and abstract behaviors of interface means? Let's try. Friends, how can we access them? While creating the object. Where do we create an object for this interface? Any object we create in the main method. Friends, when I was creating interface, have you seen any main method option? No, right? Okay, let's forcefully give the main control space and let's try to create an object for this RBI. Going into one variable of type RBI. Friends, is it allowing to create an object for interfaces? No, friends. Syntactically, friends, if we don't have any implementation for interface abstract methods, what is the meaning of creating an object? What is the meaning of accessing them? There is no meaning, right? So for interfaces, we cannot create an object. See, the error is saying that we cannot instantiate the RBI. We cannot create an object for interfaces. We cannot fix. No use. Without having no implementation, what is the meaning of accessing? So we cannot. Okay, we cannot. Then how can we access this? How can we give the state for this interface properties based means through some child classes, Let me say one example. Friends, father is having some properties like 2 empty lands father is having. So father is not feeling well. Doctor says he will be no more after some 6 months. So father is having small desire. He wants to see his son's development in constructing the buildings until his last will. So what father is doing, whatever he is having the empty lands like withdrawal, something, anything, deposit, something like any abstract methods, any properties father is having, that properties will be given to the children. How he is given to the children means while registering the property to the child will start constructing on that father given properties. The same way, how can we give the interface abstract methods in some child class to implement means let's create one child class, new class HDFC. In this class, I would like to implement the interface abstract methods. How can I implement? There is a keyword called implements. Don't need to type completely, friends. Just give 3 characters and give control space. IMP control space. That's it. Implements. What I need to implement? RBI. Then child class spotting error. Just mouse over and see, friends. Error message is there and quick fixes 2 are there. See the error message and tell me the solution, friends. Come on. What is saying that?
Add unimplemented methods.
Yes. What is saying here? The type HDFC must implement the inherited abstract methods in RBI. Do you want to implement in HDFC? Yes, I must implement here. Yes, add unimplemented methods in HDFC. Just click on this. See what are the unimplemented methods are being implementing here. So here child started implementing the logic. Sys out. I am overridden withdrawal in HDFC. Something I was doing like. And in this deposit also, I am overridden deposit in HDFC. So who has given implementation for withdrawal and deposit, friends? Who has given implementation for these methods? RBI or HDFC? Where we have given implementation for these withdrawal and deposit methods? Come on, friends. RBI. This implementation was being given in RBI or HDFC? HDFC class only we have implemented, right? See, friends, father is given empty lands to the child, friends. Who has started constructing child? A parent, child, right? Here, who is the parent? Who is the child? RBI is a parent. HDFC is child, right? In this HDFC child only we have implemented these behaviors. Now, who will access HDFC only, right? Father given empty lands to the child. Child started constructing on that. The property belongs to whom now? Child only, right? Same way. Who can access these implemented behaviors? HDFC only. How can we? Through main method creating the object. So HDFC to HDFC. H dot. So we can see withdrawal is coming from HDFC. H dot deposit is coming from HDFC. See if you're on this program, is coming from RBI. Got it? Everything comes. Everyone clear? Like this, one interface, properties behaviors can be get implemented in multiple share classes. Like in HDFC, we have implemented. Tomorrow, ICICI, one more service, one more bank is starting the services like ICICI. They want to implement their own logics. Friends, bank to bank, services will be the same. Even if you go to HDFC, even if you go to the ICICI and Kotak Mahindra, to draw the money, service name will be the withdrawal only. But the implementation logic will be vary bank to bank. Agree or not? Now, ICICI is starting their services. They must follow the standards of the RBI, right? Any child banks has to be strictly follow the rules of the RBI, and they, according to that, they are implementing their business, right? So now let's see, let's create one more child class called ICICI. Okay, ICICI. So in ICICI, I want to implement the withdrawal and deposit. How can I implement the implements RBI? Then child class is spotting an error, asking, do you want to implement the unimplemented methods of RBI? The type ICICI must to implement the abstract methods of RBI. Do you want means? Yes, add unimplemented. Here we are implementing. I am over depositing. See. Who can access these implemented methods? ICICI, because where we have given implementation for these methods in ICICI. Through ICICI object only, I can I dot deposit from ICICI. I dot withdraw. See if I run this program. Alright, friends. Is everyone clear? Friends, class interface is very, very important. Even in a web driver, if you're talking about web drive script is where we must know class, interface, abstractions, okay, overloading, overridings, every concept is very important, friends. Okay, is everyone clear? In the interface, we have 100% abstract methods. These abstract methods will be get implemented in respect to child classes. So these can be get access with respect to child class reference only. Okay, let me show you one more scenario. So I'm creating one more class, friends. I'm creating one more class like Kotak. Friends, in this Kotak, I want to implement, friends. I am doing implements. RBI. Now, see, friends, here we can see and unimplemented methods is there. Mail type Kotak abstract is there. Understood? Earlier, we have taken add unimplemented methods. Notice add unimplemented methods. See, we have implemented what are the unimplemented methods are there in RBI. We have implemented in ICICI. Also, we have implemented in HDFC. All the methods. Okay, now here. Okay, I'll do one thing. So make type Kotak abstract, which means what? This also I am making as abstract. One second, let me show you. Now instead of that, I was taking as the add unimplemented methods. Add unimplemented methods. Also, I was taking this as the abstract. Let me show you 1 second. Okay. I'm making as an abstract. So friends, okay, I didn't complete this abstract, right? Okay. On Monday, I'll talk about abstract, otherwise you get confused. Forgot about this concept, what I was teaching right now. Forgot for some time. Make type Kotak abstract, this concept, abstract class, I didn't discuss about you friends. So Monday, when I talk about abstract class, then I'll be talking about this concept. Please remind this concept, friends. Okay, now? Please remind me in interface, stop the abstract concept. On Monday, I'll be discussing this. If I talk right now, you'll get confused. Okay, forget about this. Friends, is everyone clear? Class interface. Friends, for interface, we cannot instantiate objects. See here, is it allowing? But indirectly we can create an object for interfaces. How means? Let me show you. So friends, the RBI abstract methods where we have implemented in HDFC and in ICICI. Yes. Create an object for ICICI. Create object for HDFC. I'm storing it to where means in interface only, in interface reference RBI. I'm storing into this reference variable I. Like this we can do it. So storing the implementing class objects into the interface reference. Okay, now we can see I dot deposit, I dot withdrawal is coming, right? Now here I dot deposit, I dot withdrawal. See if I run this program. See friends, coming, right? This concept is called polymorphism. We'll discuss. Okay, fine. One to many. One interface reference is holding multiple child class objects. Okay. One interface reference is holding multiple implementing child objects. Okay, now benefits like this we can access that. But we have to implement this interface abstract method some child classes. Then you create an object for child class and store into the interface reference, and we can access. Understood, friends? Is everyone clear?
Yes.
This type is called polymorphism concept. One to many. One interface reference is holding multiple objects. One to many mapping. Okay, multiple objects I'm storing into one reference. It's called one to many polymorphism. More than one forms. Okay. Friends, that's it for today. Today we have discussed what is a Java class and what is the interface. And on Monday, we'll be talking about abstract classes. And also in the interface, the one concept I missed out, the app making the class as an abstract. That also I'll be covering in the Monday session. And starting that access, non-access modifiers. So friends, today you can expect the recordings. I need to convert all the videos because in go to training, it will be not come automatically. I need to convert one by one. Okay. By today you can expect that videos, friends. Okay. By today you can expect the videos.
One small question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, why we need to get the main within that interface? Usually, I have seen the different practice in other projects. Like main would be separate other than interface. Out of the interface, any interfaces they are independent.
Okay.
And
then we have to use asking when we have to use interface, huh?
Why the main method is within interface?
See, even class also is there, right? Even main method is within the class only, right? Inside the class only.
No.
Okay.
In interface we have the class. We have the main method. So is that any convention like it need to be there, or it can be outside also?
No. See, main method should be inside the class, inside the interface only, sir. The syntax. So even for the class also, inside the class only we have a main method, right? Main method should be inside the class, inside the interface only. Okay, na?
Okay, got it.
So like how the engine is fitted in the bus inside the bus, the same way every main method is the engine for that to run the class or interface. Okay, na? Now one more clarification, friends. When we have to go to the interface, when we have to go to the class, when the requirements are known, when the requirements are freezed, you know these requirements to implement, like addition, subtraction, you want to requirements, you know how to implement, then we go with the classes. When the requirements are not freezed, when the requirements are dynamic, then just to provide the services like kind of abstract methods. that abstract service methods will be get implemented in respect to classes. So vendor to vendor implementation is varied. The requirements are not static. The requirement is dynamic for withdrawal and deposit vendor to vendor. Then that requirements you declare as a abstract methods under interface. These abstract method implementation will be given in some respect to child classes. Okay, na? HDFC having their own implementation for withdrawal. ICICI having their own implementation for withdrawal. But utilizing service called withdrawal only in HDFC and ICICI. Got it? When the requirements are not static, the requirements are dynamic. It's not a freeze. The requirement is not freezed. Vendor to vendor is varying. Then you declare as a abstract methods under interface. That abstract methods will get implemented in respect to child classes. Got it? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, friends. Next class is on Monday. Monday to Friday is the sessions. There is no class on Saturday and Sunday. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it for today. We'll meet on Monday,
One
friends.
request.
The link is
So
going to
one-
be changed. Monday, the link is going to be changed. Please check your mail IDs. Okay, you'll be getting the mail for with a new link. Please join with that new link from Monday onwards.
Yeah, so one piece of request, please send out the recording as soon as you can for the
So I'm
current
saying,
session.
madam, today I'll be sharing you that. Okay, don't worry, because see, go to training is for 1 week. It was because we have to convert all the videos. Okay, sitting it will not like that. Whenever I end the meeting, automatically it will come without conversion. Okay, na? So Monday onwards you get the videos promptly. But this 4-5 days, what the videos are there, I need to convert it. I need to share to everyone. Okay.
Okay.
These recordings from Monday onwards, day base, you'll get the recordings. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, friends, done for today. We'll meet on Monday. Please make sure you check the mails before joining. Link is going to be changed from Monday. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. And happy Dasara to everyone.
Wish you the same, sir.